And this is part 3. This is part 3 of what's been happening in Blackpool since I was last here. And I think this is what you call being very, very late to the party. So I'm sure you've been watching other vloggers that have been covering the demolition of the police station and courts at Central Car Park. Now you see it, now you don't. Last time I came to Blackpool, the whole of the police station was still standing. So we're going to take a little walk back round the promenade. I'm going to walk from down here, which is Central Pier, down to North Station and get on a tram to go back home to Cleveland's and rest my weary legs. So don't forget, make sure you've subscribed, make sure that you've hit the bell for notifications, and if you're new in these parts, make sure you've signed up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter. Right, let's go and have a look, shall we? Central Car Park, that's the tower obviously. This is the new multi-storey car park, which I have to say is a very good car park and pretty much secure. And this is the site of the old police station and courts. So that's the last little bit here of the sides of the police station, where there used to be that sort of parapet overhang thing. So that's all gone, it's all empty. I know they've had a big machine on site that they've taken away, the crushing and breaking up all the bits of concrete that they're left with now. And then they'll take that away, and I would guess that they'll use it as a car park because it's an empty site and there's plenty of people want to park in Blackpool, as you can see, so why not use it as a car park? Let's go and have a look over the edge of the wall and see what's happening from down here. So today we're going to walk back along the Prom. I started this video at lunchtime, it was about 12:30 I think, when I began my little walkie walk, and at that point it was quite cool. I got my coat on. There's still a gale blowing, pardon me. There's still a gale blowing, but there's always a gale blowing in Blackpool. And it's now got really quite warm. So the coat's gone in my bag. I'm contemplating whether to put my cardigan in my bag. But for the minute, I'm leaving it on because I'm going on the seafront in a minute. Oh, this looks like a gull nursery down here. Oh, doesn't that look different? Goodness, we'll go back round that way. So apparently, the Blackpool rumour mill is of the opinion that Bonny Street Market might be reopening, so that'll be interesting. We shall have a look as we get round there. Well, that's amazing how much different that looks. Does it look brighter and lighter? I've told you before, this is the old wall at this side that is the last of the stations and the platforms at Central Station. So there's a little bit of a relic of the past there for you. Oh, still got the road close to traffic. So we'll go down here. We'll go down here and we'll walk round to the other side of Bonny Street onto Chapel Street. Oh, it's ever so windy. It's really windy. It wasn't very brainy. On episode 2, you'll have seen me going into TK Maxx and buying a bag full of shopping, which wasn't very brainy when I'm walking and I'm on foot and I'm catching the tram. But there you go. Can't all be brainy, can we? Oh, look at this little hobby horse that somebody's lost. Oh, what a shame. It's just a little abandoned hobby horse. Poor thing. Oh, look at that perspex. Now I could really use that. I've got a sign in my town centre thing. That's a nice chair as well. Oh, I'm getting as bad as Kevin. Skip diving. If Kevin were here, I'd be having them out the back of that skip. That piece of perspex would have been perfect. We've got a broken signboard in Cleveland's about that size. How frustrating. That chair was lovely. It's amazing what you can find in Escape. Don't that look different? So that little bridge has disappeared. That little bridge has disappeared that used to cross across here. Now where did it go to? Was it here? Yeah, it were here, weren't it? And all the police station and all the courts. That looks totally different. Totally different. Look at that. Sky. Yeah, it's here, look. That's the other end of it. It's funny how you forget. You just forget completely. So that's the other side of what used to be that bridge. Wow. And here we are, back on Blackpool seafront in the sunshine. Oh, that's lovely. It is busy. The sun comes out and it's like a different world. It's like a totally different world. So, I did have some notes written down for everything I wanted to tell you. Because you know me, I've got a memory like a sieve and I forget everything. Somewhere along the line it's blown out of my hand and I've lost it. I'm not having a very good day, am I? Anyway, so one of the things I was going to tell you was about the illuminations. And there was something else. There was something else on the promenade and I can't remember what. Now, what was it? Air show. Air show is on 8th and 9th of August. Oh, get running for your tram, pal. Air show is on 8th and 9th of August. And then Switch On is on Friday the 29th of August. And this year, Ollie Murs gets to do the honours. And who's the girl that's doing it with him? Is it Louisa Johnson? I've never heard of her. Have you ever heard of her? If you have, pop a comment underneath. Tell me who she is. I bet my dad knows. I bet my 82-year-old dad knows who she is. I'm just a bit of a heathen, I think. Woo! Fly like a bird. Oh, that's gorgeous. It's lovely. Seagulls here, looking for opportunities to steal food. We had the donkeys this week in Cleveland's. We had Blackpool donkeys came to visit us for the day, and they did donkey rides on Princess Road outside our new shop, and the kids absolutely loved it. It was really busy all day. We had loads of happy faces and happy families, and a really nice day. So we'll have to see if we can get them to come back again before the school holidays are finished. Oh, that's gorgeous. It makes you feel like you're at the seaside. What do you think, little bird? What do you think? I bet he don't stand there long if he thinks I'm looking at him. I bet he flies off. He says, have you got any food? I only want to talk to you if you've got food. Scratch, scratch. I think he's having all on standing up. It's really blowing the gale, honestly. Nice though. Oh, lovely. I love that sun glinting on the water. Wow, it's what you might call a stiff breeze. Look at this lady's dress. Blowing. You can see how windy it is. Look at her coat. We're all flapping like mad. In fact, look at the blades of grass there bent at a fair angle. So let's have a look. Let's see if I can remember what I needed to tell you. See, this is why I write everything down, because I've got a memory like a sieve. To be fair, I do carry a lot about in my head. I carry a lot about in my head. It must be Rebellion soon. I've seen quite a few punks, and I've been to Bailey's Cheese and Charcuterie for the Friday food review today, and he said that they'd opened almost a year ago because they opened it in time for just after Rebellion, and he said it was Rebellion next week. So I think there's a few about that are coming in advance for for a break. Lovely. Lovely day. Could have caught that. Let's hope I get to the stop before the next one. Now then, I wonder how long he's going to be at that. Oh, he's going to North Station. Might as well carry on walking. You can go on a tram to North Station and it just adds another 10 minutes or so to your journey. So for me, who lives at Cleveland, it's better to walk to North Pier, especially on a lovely day like this when it's not raining and it's beautiful sunshine. It's better to walk to North Pier, and then you know that whichever tram you get on is definitely going straight to Cleveland. If it's raining, you get on any tram you see and still end up in the same destination. Yeah, so this will be the site of the illumination switch on. So they're having a big outdoor screen this year. It's a free ballot for wristbands again. So it's a ticketed event, but free to enter. And then if you can't get in, if you can't get a ticket, you can watch it on the big screen on the promenade. So looking at the photographs of previous years, it'll be absolutely mobbed from one end to the other. And it's like one great big party. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to tell you. From the 1st of August, the Blackpool Tower and Madame Tussauds is going to be back under the control and operation of Blackpool Council. So you need to be careful if you've got a Merlin season pass or if you intend buying one after the 1st of August, because there's only going to be certain things that you're going to be able to access in Blackpool. So just keep an eye on that. So the Tower Ballroom, the Circus, the Tower Eye and the other concessions in the Tower will be Blackpool managed, and then the Dungeon and Madame Tussauds are being operated on licence from Merlin. No, birdie? I'll walk round you and then you've not got to fly off. Oh, that sun's lovely. Do you know it's only been murky for a few days and it feels like it's ages since the sun shone. Ages and ages. Difficult to think. In a few months it'll be cold and this will be full of skating rinks and Christmas chalets and amusement rides. And do you know, I can't for the life of me remember what that whole thing's called that's been drowned in a circle. What's it called? I have a contact at Coast Magazine who gets in touch with me every so often and asks me for updates from this area. And she'd emailed me this morning asking about events in November for their November edition of the magazine. And I told her about Christmas by the Sea. And I could not for the life of me remember what that ride's called, and I still can't remember. Sky Rider, is it, or something like that? Go on, pop a comment below. Tell me what it's called. I think I'm losing the possession of my teeth as well today because I can't seem to speak either. And now I'm just about back where I started at lunchtime. Back at nearly North Pier. When I was standing here against the Bloom Bar sign this morning, it was quite cool. It was indeed. And now I'm quite warm. So I'm going to try harder this week. I'm going to try harder and try and give you some video updates. Look, that's a gap now, isn't it? It looks like a gap in a set of teeth. Lovely, that building as well. I think it had been in several fires, hadn't it? And then they demolished it. Another little bit of history disappeared. No doubt there'll be something modern and faceless built in its place. When you look up, there's loads of really nice, interesting architecture in Blackpool. And the videos I made today started with one on North Pier, which of course is now for sale. And the point I made was that it needs buckets and buckets and buckets and buckets of money to maintain all these really old buildings. It's usually a lot cheaper to just knock things down and start building from scratch. And of course, when you do that, you get all the benefit of modern insulation and technology and whatnot. The only problem is you lose all the character, all the style, all the history, all the heritage, and it's just not the same. I do hope that's not a tram behind me. No, it's not. I do hope that I'm going to get to North Pier tram stop before one turns up. I can't see one down Talbot Road, so I need to just put a little bit of a sprint on. North Pier is also up for sale. Funny Girls is up for sale. So if you're a businessman or woman and you've got deep pockets or you've won the lottery several times, you might want to invest in your very own tourist attraction. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that little walk along Blackpool Promenade with me today, and I hope I get to the tram stop before the tram turns up. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye for now.